All right, hey everybody, this is Thad Shork. We're down here at Trails End Tavern, where what has been done so far with it. We're going to give you a little quick tour of what we've done and what is going to be the final product. So over here, this side, there's 4 corners. It's going to be one giant room, but we divided it into 4 corners. This corner right here is the bar area. We've got a kegerator, a 4-tap kegerator that's going to go right here. A table about maybe 16 inches wide that will come out 5 feet right here. And then another table that's coming out here another 5 feet. So we'll have a little triangle here, or a point where we can come in and out of the bar area. The cool thing that we're going to do over here is this window is going to be a pneumatic window. So we'll have another lip and edge right here that we can also put the window up on pistons. So it'd be like a serving window. I had a food cart or something. There's a deck that's going to go out here. People will be able to walk up, get their orders. You know, I want a Guinness Stout, go over here, pour them a Guinness Stout, get over here. Now this corner over here is a cigar lounge. We've got a antique 1912 sofa bed that I've restored. It's going to go right here underneath the window. When it's just a regular, when nobody's sleeping in it, just folds up to a couch. And then we've got 2 1940 leather chairs right here that fold up. They're really cool. And so we'll also make a table, little coffee table in between. But this is where we'll have the little cigar lounge. We're having a ventilation system that's going to come across here, so it'll draw all the smoke out, shoot it out that way. This right here is going to be the back door, where it's going to be arched, a brick arch. There'll be a small deck out here, about 16 by 5, shooting out that way. And that corner over there will be where we're going to have an incinerator toilet. And over here, this side will be for storage, extra tables, that kind of thing. Then we go over to this corner. This corner, we're going to have, actually it's sort of, this whole side is going to be more like a German beer hall. We'll have 3, about 5 feet, 6 feet tables, one right here, here, and here. So we can probably seat, I'd say 4 people at each table, now maybe 6 people. We'll be able to fit about, I'd say 12 to 16 people, depending on how we want to space the tables. This is also where we're going to be hanging a whole bunch of artwork. These ledges right here on top of the beams will be put in a collection of beer steins that we have, about 50 of them. They'll go all across here and here. This window will just be set, won't be on pistons, but be a nice view outside. These will be 2 windows that open up this way. There'll be just one window there. Same thing on the other side. 2 on this thing, 1 that opens up there. This is the front door. Sort of mimics the back door. It'll be arched, brick arched. And up in that corner right there, we've got circular windows, antique circular windows. It's going to go right there, and also one in the back right above there. So there will be lots of light in here. This, underneath these beams, will have track lighting. So each light, there'll probably be 3 on each side to light up this area, light up this corner, light up this corner, and light up this corner.
Tell us, where'd you get these beams?
These beams I bought, they're oak, and some of them are actually maple. I got these just looking around for them, actually. Some I bought from a guy down in Milan area. He had quite a bit. I had to go up to Lansing to get the really long ones. Had a sawmill cut them. Everything's going to be drywalled, painted, and then there'll be oak floors throughout the whole building, the whole tavern. Obviously trim, base mold, trim around the windows, possibly a chair rail that will go around. I've run all the wire. My nephew Daniel, who's a master electrician, is coming in next Wednesday, and he'll be hooking everything up to the panel, so we'll have all the electricity in here. After that, we'll be working on the exterior, put it on the siding. It'll be a cement fiberboard siding that we'll paint to mimic stucco. Probably the big job we got left is we're putting up antique from 1902 clay tile roof, sort of like a European look. They're like a clay color, reddish clay color.
Here, let's go outside and show it.
All right, so these are the clay roof tiles that we got. They're antique. They're interlocking. Basically, let's see if I can remember how this goes. Like that. Like that. And then the next row interlocks like this. So that'll be the whole roof. Will be on those things. Those are quite heavy. They're about 6 pounds a piece. That's why we have such big beams in the tavern itself, to support the weight of that. Here's the ditch that Rudy and his friends dug to bury the conduit, the electrical conduit. Goes all the way around to the barn, where we're going to be pulling a 50 amp panel, or we'll be pulling 50 amps off of that, so we have plenty of power in here. A couple other things forgot to mention. I bought a, it's called a mini split AC heater that will go right here above the back door. It's a unit that can heat and cool 500 square feet. So we've got plenty of, this is 320 square feet, this room. So we've got plenty. It could heat and cool very well in here. Don't have to run any duct work or anything like that. So it's pretty easy to install. The goal is to have everything done by a few weeks before the Oktoberfest. So hopefully you can be in there and celebrating in here in Trails End Tavern. Yeah, we had pretty much a barn raising back in September, where I had cut with the help of my friend Art Appelgren, who is a timber frame builder. He also designed the timber frame. And we spent a good 3 months cutting all the beams and pegging them together, dry fitting them before we did that. And this is called a bent right here. So we had 4 bents. And day in September, Rudy had a bunch of his friends come out. So we put up this side first with the help of a high-low that could get about 12 feet up. You lifted that up, held it in place, braced it with some 2x4s, and then lifted this part up, this bent, and then we pegged it all together on these 2 beams. So this whole side was pegged together then.
I know this, unless that's balancing.
No, I'm using it to.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's helping.
How much did this thing weigh right here?
This probably weighs a good, I'd say, 12 to 1,400 pounds.
Yeah.
Quite heavy.
Yeah.
But we got it all together in about 4.5, 5 hours. So it didn't take too long to get the whole structure up.
Nick, after you're
done with that, you're gonna start looking like Popeye with your forearms.
You look like I don't have a girlfriend.
Then after that, Adam Short, my nephew, helped me put up the rafters going across here, 2x10 rafters. That took a couple weekends. After that, we 3/4 inch plywood on that. We're gonna put some rubber underlayment on top of that, and then the for weatherproofing, and then the clay tiles on top of that. We got a lot of work to do, but it's coming along. This coming Tuesday, we've got the rough electrical inspection. Hopefully that passes. And that's about it. Over here, we're going to have an antique stereo console from 1942, made by Magnavox. It'll be right here. Have a record player, receiver, have a little cigar humidor that I'm going to build into it. We're going to be making all the tables, handmade tables and chairs. I'll probably buy the chairs, antique chairs, and upholster them with leather. We'll be giving you some updates as we work along. See you then.